Find your space. Feet are hips distance parallel. Let's just breathe for a moment. So you're gonna inhale, reach those arms all the way up, and then exhale, just lower those arms right back down by your sides. Do that again. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, press your arms all the way down. One more time like that. Inhale, reach those arms up. We're gonna add the forward fold. So as you exhale, round your spine, scoop your belly, come all the way down into that fold. Get a little bend in those knees. Shake your head no. And then nod your head yes. Take another big breath in, and as you exhale, you're just gonna roll through your spine. Come up one vertebra at a time, all the way up, and then press those arms all the way down. Again, like that. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, hollow your belly, scoop it out. Let the back of your legs get a stretch. Let your neck get a stretch. And then inhale, exhale, curl back up. Those knees are nice and soft. No hyperextending the joints. Press your arms all the way down. One more time. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, hollow it out. Round it forward. Come all the way down. Big breath in. And then exhale, go ahead, roll your spine. Come all the way back up. And then press those arms all the way down by your sides. So if you want to add a little bit of upper body, go ahead, grab some weights. Let's go heels together, toes apart. We're just gonna start serving the platter. Reach those arms out, and then bend those elbows in by your sides. So if you're holding your weights, feel free to grip those weights. And then if your fingers are still extended, just squeeze your fingers together. So you get a little bit more activity there through those arms. We're adding some legs, so I want you to really squeeze those heels together. Get a little breath of air between the knees so that you can squeeze your booty. As you lift your heels, you serve your platter, and as you lower your heels, you bend your elbows. So serving the platter as you come up into releve, and then lowering your heels as those elbows bend. So nice and slow, find a little balance here. I want you to make sure your heels stay together, but you squeeze your booty at the top. It's not just calf work, right? And then warming up those ankles. Feel like there's a string pulling the crown of your head straight up to the ceiling, and then you go straight down. Think ribs knit together, so you're starting to work through that powerhouse. Belly button drawing upwards like it's riding an elevator. We're just gonna go for 3. Little warm up here for 2. Woo. Okay, last one. We're holding it in releve. Make sure your heels are connected. You have equal weight on all 10 toes. Turn your palms to face each other. You're gonna bend your knees as you open your arms. And then you're gonna straighten your legs as you hug your tree. So inhale, bend, and exhale, press. So you're still really working those heels into one another. So again, you feel your booty. You're trying to get your spine nice and upright. So again, think crown of the head being pulled by that string up to the ceiling. Even as you bend your knees, you're trying not to dip forward. Find that balance. You don't have to go super low. Squeeze your booty, squeeze your inner thighs. Then again, feel that belly starting to wake up. Draw that navel in and up for 3. Inhale, bend, shoulders at ears. Exhale, press. Last one here, inhale, bend. Hold it at the bottom. Turn your palms to face the ceiling. You're gonna stay low as you hug the moon overhead. Shoulders stay anchored down out of your ears as those arms go up for 5. You got it, you guys. 4. I know you're feeling that tush. 3. Hang on. Last 2. We're gonna hold those arms overhead on 1 and unshrug the shoulders, and then go ahead and pulse. Your booty goes down an inch, up an inch. Again, make sure you have equal weight in all 10 toes. Press those heels into one another. Pull your tummy in. Close your ribs. Go for 5, 4. I'm already shaking, you guys. 3, 2. Last one. Come all the way up. Lower your heels. Bend your elbows. Let's go from the top. Lift your heels. Serve your platter. And then bend and lower back down. So you guys know I like to do things in sets because you really feel it once you get to that final set. So we're gonna do 3 sets today. Really squeeze those heels together, really work the back of your legs. Do not just think of your calves. Make it go all the way into your booty, like you're reeling your heels into your tush. Lift your heart, crown of the head to the ceiling. Relax those shoulders down your back. Go for 4. Nice and controlled here, nice and slow for 3. Even as your heels lower down, make sure you're not crashing. For 2, Hold this last one up, palms in. You're gonna bend your knees as you open your arms. Hug your tree, zip those inner thighs, squeeze that booty at the top. Inhale, bend, open it up. Exhale, press, and zip. So if you have anything going on with your toes, or if you've got sensitive ankles even, you don't have to be up on releve. You can always drop your heels. Always feel welcome to modify. Just keep moving, you guys. You got this. We'll go 3 more. We're gonna hold it at the bottom. Into. Woo. Last one, hold it down at the bottom. Stay low, palms face up. You hug the moon. You open your arms. You keep the shoulder blades anchored in your back pockets. Make sure your ribs are not popping open when your arms go overhead. Keep that connection to your core. For 3, almost there. 2, hold your arms overhead and pulse your booty down 1 inch, up 1 inch. Keep on pressing those heels together. Squeeze for 5, 4, 3, tummy in tight for 2. Last one, come all the way up. Lower your heels, bend your elbows. This is it, last set here. Lift, serve your platter, and lower. So starting to feel some heat in those legs, maybe a little bit in those arms if you've got heavier weights. Feel free to drop them. Make sure you're not in your neck. Make sure, again, you're pressing into all 10 toes. You're not letting all that weight dump into your baby toe. Both of them, you have 2. Let's go 3 more. Shoulders at ears, collarbones are smiling wide, so keep that chest open. Last one, hold it up, palms in, bend your knees, open your arms, and then hug, rise back up. So kind of think about footwork on the reformer, right? Your spine is going down and up as if you were lying down on that carriage bed, and you're just sliding in and out. Keep that belly pulled in tight. Make sure you're not arching your back. Or if you were lying down on the reformer, you want to make sure your mid-back is not popping up off of that table underneath you. Go for 3. We're going to hold it low. Into. Okay, last one. Stay down low, palms up. We hug and we open. Ooh, balance is hard. Yeah, keep that chest lifted. Make sure you're not starting to teeter forward. Little tuck of those hips. Squeeze those heels together. Squeeze that booty. You go 3 more. 3. Shoulders stay out of the ears. For 2, hold your arms overhead on this last one. Let's pulse it out. This is it, your final set of pulses. Work those inner thighs. Think like they're magnetized. For 5, squeeze that booty. 4, 3, 2. Last one, heels down. Woo! Lower those arms, shake it out. Okay, so from here, we're gonna grab our band. So if you don't have a band, feel free to do all these movements without it, but I want you to think about what it would feel like if you had that band. You're moving through molasses, you're resisting, okay? So band goes around your thighs, above your knees. Widen your stance, toes are pointing forward. Bend your knees into your squat as you reach your arms out in front of you. You can keep your weights if you want. And then chest expansion as you come up, squeeze your booty. Inhale, bend. Reach those hips back so your knees are behind your toes. And then exhale, press, drive down through those heels, squeeze the back of those legs. Feel free to keep it slow, or you can pick up the pace, but make sure you're not moving frantically, right? So if you pick up the pace, it's because you have the control and you want to challenge yourself by going a little quicker, getting that heart rate up. Let's go 5 more. But I would rather you go slow and controlled than fast and frantic. For 3, we're gonna hold it down into. Last one, stay low at the bottom. You can do whatever you want with your hands. You're gonna give me a little pulse. Down 1 inch, up 1 inch. If you wanna keep your arms out, do it. Just make sure your shoulders are down your back. Your chest is open wide. You're not hunching forward. Get a nice long spine. For 5, 4, we're gonna stay low. In 3, in 2, and 1. From here, I like hands on the hips. You're gonna keep that booty low. Step 2 times to the right. So 1, and 2, and then 2 times to the left. 1, and 2. So you're trying not to lose the tension in the band as you step. You don't want to bring those feet too close together. You don't want to lose that work in your outer thighs and in your glute medius, side booty. Okay, and then try not to bounce up and down, right? You want to go out, stay low, and then back. Whew. Roll your shoulders back, pull your belly in, close that rib cage. Feel those glutes warming up. We're getting a slightly different angle of that seat. Again, side booty here. We got it. Okay, we're gonna go 2 more sets. So 2 to the right, 2 to the left. One more time. 2 to the right, and then 2 to the left. Okay, find center. I'm just gonna scoot over so you can see me. Keep your feet wide, so maybe you step them a little wider. You are going squat jumps. If you wanna take out the jump, if it's not for you, do it. Make sure that when you land, you're rolling through your feet. You're not letting your knees point towards each other. Keep those knees open. Face them straight ahead. So you're still working the resistance of that band. You're not letting it snap your legs together. Let's go 5. Lift your chest. Last 3, 2, and 1. Take out the jump. Whew. Just that squat. Arms out. And then as you come up, chest expansion. Roll those shoulders back. Whew. Collarbones wide. I told you we were gonna get a little bit of cardio in. Lift your heart. Don't start to hunch. And then really work that chest expansion. Press back. Check in with your feet. Notice where your toes are pointing. They should be pointing forward. We're parallel. Your feet are wide. And then when you bend your knees, make sure you're sinking your booty back. Get your knees behind your toes. You don't want to put all that pressure on your kneecaps. And then with that band, you have to be aware of your knees, that they're not rotating towards each other. Point them straight ahead. For 3, we're gonna hold it low again. In 2, we got this. Last one, hold it low. Maybe the arms stay out. I'm gonna put mine on my hips right away. And then you're pulsing. Down an inch, up an inch. I'm sweating. Lift your chest, roll your shoulders back, reach your booty back. Check out your knees. They should be behind your toes. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it low on 1. We go 2 to the right. Step and step. 2 to the left. Step and step. So again, you're trying not to bounce around. You're in control. Your hips are low. You've still got that bend in your knees. Whew. We're working that booty, side booty, outer thighs. Lift your chest. Check in that you're not hunching your shoulders forward. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Roll the shoulders back. Make sure again that band is not losing tension. As you step that second foot in, you don't want to step it too close. Keep a little resistance there. Let's go 2 more sets. 2 right, 2 left. Last time, 2 right, whew, 2 left. And then from here, make sure your feet are wide, toes and knees forward. Squat jumps, or just back into that squat if the jump doesn't feel good. You can also do a squat and then lift your heels into releve to get a little bit more than just that regular squat. We got it. Lift your heart, pull your belly in. You're moving with control from your center for 5, 4, 3. Try to land softly. Roll through your feet. Last one. And then just taking out that jump, adding back in that chest expansion. Whew. Inhale, bend. Exhale, press. I don't know about you guys, but my band is super tight. I really feel my booty. Hopefully you do too. Reach those hips back and then press it up. Press your hip bones forward as you come up so you get that stretch in the front of your legs. For 5. One more time through. We got this. 4. Should be burning. 3. Maybe a little sweaty. 2. Okay, one more time and then come on down. Hold it low. Whatever you want to do with your arms, keep them out. Maybe add a little bicep curl. Your choice. Booty reaches back. I'm gonna bring my hands down. Shoulders roll back. Make sure they're not hunching. Make sure you're not letting your chest cave in. Open it up for 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it low on 1, 2 right, 2 left. Let's go for it. To the right. And then back over to the left. So don't rush this one, you guys. Make sure again you're not bouncing. You're not letting that band snap your legs in. Keep that resistance. You will feel it so much more, I promise. Whew. Hi, Chels. Keep it up, you guys. We got this. One more time. We're gonna do that squat jump. Whew. Let's do one more round. of our little walk here. Okay, find it in the center. Make sure your feet are wide. Last time, if you want to add the jump, do it. If not, don't do it. Work it. Get that booty back every time you land. Reach it back. Work it. Almost there. Let's finish in 5, in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Go ahead and take off that band. Set it off to the side just for a second. We'll come back to it later. We are gonna lie down on our mat. So go ahead, find your mat. Woo, sweaty. All right, let's hit those abs. So first little ab circuit here. I'm gonna go ahead and switch my ballas over to my ankles. Something to be said about the weight on your ankles when you're doing ab work. If you tend to get in your lower back, don't put the weights on your ankles. It'll just increase that tension. We don't want that, okay? So feet on the floor, knees bent. You can put your hands right underneath your thighs here, just to help you as you tuck your tailbone. You're gonna roll your spine into the mat, one vertebra at a time. Come all the way down, whew. And then just reach those arms all the way back overhead. And then from here, bring your arms to the ceiling. I like the feet a little closer to my booty, and I like a little space in between my feet and my knees. So feel free to go ahead and find that. And then from there, you're gonna inhale, exhale, lift your chest, and just press your arms by your sides as if you're pressing them through molasses. Lower back down, and just float those arms right above those shoulders. Make sure they don't go behind your shoulders here. So you're gonna press as if you were on the reformer, pressing into your straps. Find that tension. And then lower down without collapsing, without crashing. So the reason I want your feet on the floor for this first exercise is so that you can still feel how grounded you are and how much you can work your legs to find a little bit more in the belly. So think about your heels, pressing those heels into the ground to get a little squeeze in your booty. That'll take the tension out of your hip flexors, and it'll make your abs do more of the work. Let's go for 4. Make sure your collarbones are wide. Your shoulders are out of your ears. For 3, reach through those fingertips. Sink that belly button into that spine. For 2. Okay, we're gonna hold the last one up, you guys. Inhale, exhale, lift on up and freeze. Your arms can stay here, or you can bring your hands behind your head. You're gonna inhale, exhale, use your belly to lift the right leg into tabletop. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, use your belly, lift the left leg into tabletop. And inhale, set it down. So you're working your abs, scooping out as you lift that leg, lowering that foot with control, and then scooping the belly to lift that opposite leg, lowering with control. So I want you to see your belly button sink a little bit deeper as that single leg comes up, and then make sure the foot does not crash into the ground. Use your belly to control it down. Okay, we're gonna go one more each leg. Right leg up, open your chest, elbows wide. Last time, left leg comes up, hold it lifted, and then from here, extend your right leg out to that little hover, twist to the left, and switch. Right into crisscross here. Elbows stay wide. Try to get both shoulder blades off of that mat. Try not to dip down when you twist. Let's go 5 more. 4, keep those hips stable for 3. Last 2. Okay, last one here. And then go ahead, find center, bend both knees. Give me a little pulse through the center to finish this set off. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down if you need a moment. Hug your knees into your chest. Do it, and then when you're ready, second time through, feet on the floor. Again, I like space between the thighs. If it feels better to squeeze your legs together, do it. And then arms up. Inhale, exhale, curl up, shoulders out of ears, chest open wide. Inhale, lower back down with control. Pelvis is heavy, so you want to make sure when you lift your chest that you are not letting your pelvis curl up towards your chest as well. You're keeping that pelvis flat. You're just bringing your sternum up towards those thighs, right? So your hip bones should not be rocking towards you. They're staying level with the floor. Anchor that tailbone. Ooh, squeeze your booty a little bit, but not enough to lift that booty off the ground. Just enough to quiet the hip flexors and get your belly to work harder. Okay, let's go 2 more times. Exhale, curl up. And inhale, lower back down. Last one, inhale, exhale, curl up and hold. If you want your hands behind your head right away, go for it. And then lift your right leg, use your tummy. Inhale, lower it down. Exhale, lift your left leg. And inhale, lower it back down. Sink that navel to get that leg to come up. Make it really intentional here, you guys. You're not just marching your legs, you're finding that work in the belly to move your limbs. That's what it's all about, right? It's all coming from that powerhouse. Okay, we're gonna do 1 more each leg. So right leg comes up. Inhale, lower it down. Exhale, lift the left leg, hold it up, extend the right leg, twist over to that left thigh, and switch. And switch. So when you do crisscross, you're finding a twist in that spine, but you are not moving your pelvis, right? That upper torso is rotating. Everything else is steady in those hips. Let's go 4 more. For 4. For 3, hang on to it. Last 2. And last one. Whew. And then take a second, real quick, hug those knees if you need it. Maybe look side to side. When you're ready, we're doing that final set here. So place those feet on the floor. Last time through, arms up. Inhale, exhale, curl. Inhale, lower. So as your arms come by your sides, you're pressing them down as if you're pressing through that molasses, or you're working in those straps on the reformer. You want to feel your back muscles turn on here, the sides of your back. Find your lats, open your chest. Let's go for 4. Last time through, you got 3 more. Use that breath, you guys. Exhale, squeeze that air out. Inhale, lower back down. Last one. Curl up, stay lifted, hands behind the head, and then inhale, exhale, right leg up. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, left leg up from the belly. Inhale, set it down. Also check in again that your tailbone is not lifting as that leg comes up. Your booty stays heavy. Okay, we're almost there. We got 2 more each leg. Last one, each leg, right leg up. Left leg comes up to keep it lifted. Extend that right leg. Let's twist. Crisscross. Elbows a little bit wider. Make sure your chest is open. Again, hips are not rocking. Legs are really active here, you guys. Push and pull. Make that movement of the legs still come from your powerhouse. For 3. We got it. Last 2. Okay, last one here. And then go ahead, lower down, hug it in. Woo. Nice work. Let's do a couple of bridges just to open the front side of that body back up. So again, feet, heels close to your booty, feet on the floor. This time, arms by your sides. You're gonna inhale, exhale, tuck your tailbone, roll up into your bridge. 1 vertebra at a time, come up to your shoulder blades and hold. Knit your ribs together. Make sure you're not hyperextending your back. Belly tight to protect your back, but then reach those kneecaps forward. Feel that length in the front of your thighs and in your hip flexors. Squeeze your booty. Take an inhale, and then exhale, roll your spine back down. 1 vertebra at a time. And then open up into that neutral, untuck your hips. Do it again, exhale, tuck that tailbone. Feel your spine away from that mat. Vertebra by vertebra, come up. Open the chest, close the ribs, so you're contracting the back side of the body, you're lengthening the front side of the body. That's what it's all about, right? Roll back down, massage your spine. So now that you're lengthening the back side of your body, rolling through the spine, you might feel a little scoop of your belly, right, with that tuck of that tailbone. Let's go again, roll it up into that bridge. Whew. And then roll back down. It's helpful to know that when one side of your body is contracting, the opposite side of your body is lengthening. So if you're trying to work your abs, you want to stretch your spine. Let's go 1 more time up into that bridge. Let's hold it up there. Stay lifted. And then squeeze your tummy, close your ribs, press your arms into the mat to help you open your chest. Right leg into tabletop, set it down. Left leg into tabletop, set it down. So you want to make sure as you march here, you are not letting your pelvis rock side to side. You get an extra little squeeze in your booty, especially that glute that's stabilizing on the floor. And then a little squeeze in your obliques to prevent that rocking from side to side. Use your arms. Chin off the chest. That neck is long. You're pressing the back of your head into the mat. We're just going to do it one more time each leg. So right leg up into tabletop. Left leg up into tabletop. Lower those heels and hold it here. Now from here, I want you to make sure, again, you're parallel, toes pointing forward. We're lifting the heels, so up onto releve again. Lowering the heels without letting the booty drop. So lift the heels. Booty does not drop as you lower the heels. You might even have to feel like you're pressing it up as those heels come down. We got this. Inner thighs are still squeezing towards each other. You don't want to let your knees fall open. And you got equal weight on all 10 toes. When you lift those heels, make sure you're not dropping the weight into the baby or the big toe. And then really working the back of those legs here. Press into your arms, open your chest. Go for 4. We got it. For 3. We're going to keep those heels up high. In 2. Okay, last one. Lift your heels high and hold. You're going to tap your booty to the ground and lift right back up. Inhale, tap, and exhale, lift. So make sure your hip bones are moving together, down together and up together. You're again squeezing the back of your legs. Again, make sure you've got equal weight in all 10 toes. 5 more. Last 4. We got 3. Last 2. Okay, last one. We're going to hold it up. We're doing that march again. I'm going to keep my heels high. If you want to lower your heels down, go for it. So right leg up. Set it back down. Left leg up. Set it back down. So you'll notice if you're still on your tippy toes, you might feel not necessarily a little bit more. You just might feel a slightly different muscle, right? I just feel like it's more intense for me, so. Keep those hips nice and steady. Do not let them rock side to side. Abs in tight. Use those arms. We're going to go 2 more each side. Right leg up. Left leg up. Good. Last one. Right leg up. Ooh, it's burning. Left leg up. Lower that foot and then go back into that hamstring curl. So as the heels come down, that booty stays high. You might have to press it up higher. And then as your heels come up, your hips stay where they are. Heels down, squeeze the back of those legs, heels up. Whew. Make sure you're not arching your back. So again, knit those ribs, close them, pull your tummy in, open your chest. Go for 3. Last 2, we're going to keep those heels high. Last one here, equal weight on all 10 toes. Tap your booty, lift your booty. Inhale, tap. Exhale, squeeze at the top. Okay, we're going to do that one more time, just those 3 exercises. Again, if you want to lower your heels for the first one, go for it, but I'm going to keep mine up. On this next one, booty up, stabilize your hips. Right leg up, set it down. Left leg up, set it down. You got it. Make sure, again, those knees are not opening to the sides of the room. Engage the inner thighs. Let your inner thighs hug in towards your midline. Keep that connection. We got 2 more each leg. Chin off the chest. Last one, right leg up. Left leg up. And then go ahead and lower it down. Just that hamstring curl. Heels down. Heels up. Booty stays steady. Hip bones stay level. Abs stay pulled in tight. Again, make sure you got equal weight on those toes. No dumping into your joints. Let's go for 4. Ooh, our ankles are nice and warm today. For 3, we've done a lot of this, articulating through the ankle. For 2, that's good. Last one, hold your heels high, and then let's finish it off with that hinge. Tap your booty, lift your booty, down and up. Squeeze the back of those legs. Think about that smile line, right where the hamstrings and the glutes connect. Squeeze for 5. Last 4. We got 3. Last 2. And last one here. Okay, Okay, lower your heels, and then one vertebra at a time. Roll your spine into your mat. Stretch it out. If you need a moment, grab your knees. Rock side to side, massage out that lower back. We're gonna do some more ab work since that was our request today. I'm gonna do some banded abs. So if you have your band, go ahead and put it on around your thighs again, so above your knees. If you don't have your band, again, just repeat as if you had it. So imagine what it would feel like to press out into that resistance. All right, so from here, legs in tabletop. I'm gonna have my legs together for this first part. If your band falls a little bit, that's okay, don't stress about it, okay? Arms up, big breath in. Exhale, lift your chest. I'm gonna keep my arms by my sides. If you wanna put your hands behind your head, go for it. And then from here, you're just gonna straighten your legs, bend your knees, and then press out into that band, but keep your feet together, and then bring your knees together. So up, bend, and then press out, and squeeze in. Reach up, bend, press out, and in. So when your legs reach up, scoop your belly deeper. And then when your legs press out, scoop your belly deeper. So inhale to lengthen. And then exhale, press out into that band and scoop those abs even more. Reach, feel that lower back pressing into your mat. And then feel it press into your mat even more as you press out into that band. Let's go for 3. Reach. 2, reach, tailbone heavy, last one. Okay, reach, bend your knees and hold. I like hands behind the head for this one. You're going to lower your head, tap your toes to the ground. If you get a little space under your lower back, that is okay, but when you curl back up, I want you to close that space. Press your lower back into the mat. So you might even feel when you lower down, you're getting a slight bit of back extension, but then you gotta come back to neutral, press your lower back into the mat before you lift your chest back up. Otherwise, you're using your back and not your belly. So a little bit of extension. Make sure you press your lower back into the mat before your chest comes all the way back up, okay? So when you go from extension into flexion, it's a little double time ab work. You might feel this one a lot. Let's go for 5. My legs are squeezed together. Don't stress about your band. For 4, sink that navel into that spine, or imagine your belly button is getting drilled into the mat. 3 more. Make sure you're not using your neck. For 2, use your belly. Okay, last one, we're gonna hold it up there, and then from here, reach your arms to the ceiling. Your legs are gonna straighten and open to a V. You're gonna reach through your thighs, and then just bring your arms to the ceiling as those knees bend and your legs come together. So open and straighten, reach right between your thighs. Arms go to the ceiling as your knees bend and your legs come together. If you wanna lower your head every time your legs come together and then crunch back up as your legs open and straighten, go for it. If you want to stay lifted and add a little bit more here, just bring your arms up but keep your chest up, your choice. Go for 4. Press with those outer thighs but scoop your belly a little deeper for 3. Sink that navel into that spine. Your lower back should be on the mat for 2. Okay, last one here. And then go ahead, lower all the way back down. Take a second if you want to put your feet on the floor, go for it. And then when you guys are ready, we're going to do a second set, arms up. Inhale, exhale, curl up. And then you're straightening your legs, bending your knees, pressing out, and then squeezing together. Reach up, bend, press out, and squeeze. Reach up, bend, press out, and squeeze. If you want to bring your hands behind your head right away, go for it. Keep that lower back on the ground for this one, so make sure there's no space underneath your lumbar spine. Belly button scoops in for 3. Shoulder blades off that mat. Try to come up a little bit more for 2, so you're not just lifting your neck. You're not creating tension in your neck. One more time. Open it up and then squeeze those legs together. You're just lowering down. The toes come to the ground. You might get a little space underneath you, but close that space as you come back up. Inhale, lower, and exhale, curl. You always have that little apple-sized space between your chin and your chest as you crunch up. Make sure you're not pulling your head with your hands. Let's go 4 more. Using that belly for 3. You might feel your lower abs a lot on this one. That's good. 2 more. Okay, last one. We're going to hold it up. And then as your legs open and straighten, you reach between your thighs. Option to stay lifted. Option to lower your chest as your legs bend and squeeze together. If you're staying lifted though, I really want you to commit to staying lifted. As those arms come up, you do not let your head go back even an inch. We got this. 4. Press with those outer thighs. Make your belly button hollow deeper. Last 2 here. Exhale, reach. Collarbones wide. Make sure you're not hunching. Last one. And then lower all the way down. Take a second. We got one last set here. Finish it off. All right. Inhale, exhale, curl up. And then straighten, bend, press out, and in. Straighten, bend, press out, and in. Keep those feet together when those legs open. Get that lower back on the ground. Again, hands can go behind the head. Your choice. Let's go 4. Last 3. Try to curl up a little bit deeper. You got this, you guys. For 2. Okay, last one. Squeeze those knees together and then lower down. Tap your toes. Close that gap underneath you as you crunch up. Inhale, tap. And exhale, scoop. Extensions to flexions. Double time burn here. 5 more. Really concentrate on using your belly. Take it out of your neck. Take it out of your hips. For 3. Good. Last 2. Okay, last one here, and then this is it. Go ahead, reach as those legs straighten and separate, and then bend and squeeze together. Tailbone anchored, lower back on the ground, collarbones wide. Take it out of that neck. For 4. For 3. Last 2, I got a surprise for you on this one. You're gonna hold it, legs are open, arms are reaching through your thighs, and then you're just gonna pulse your chest for 10. 9, make sure you're not bobbing your head, you're lifting your heart. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down. Hug it in. Good job. Take off that band, set it off to the side, and then let's go ahead and just flip over onto your belly. We're going to do some back extension. So lie down, belly on the mat. Towel off if you need to. And then from here, we're going to keep those legs straight behind you. You're going to go ahead and reach your arms out in front of you. Tent your fingertips and imagine you're trying to pull your mat towards your chest. We're going to lift that chest into this little baby swan. So as you start to lift your heart, don't press down into your hands. Pull your fingers back like you're going to drag your chest forward, shoulders out of ears. Make your collarbones a little bit wider. And then lower down. Your hands might slide across that mat away from you. Okay, do it again. So as you lift your chest, you're not pressing into your hands. You're pulling your hands back, but make sure your shoulders don't hunch forward. Squeeze your blades. Make your collarbones wider. Yep, shoulders out ears. See how my mat is curling up? It's because I'm really dragging my hands back. And then go ahead and lower back down. Let your hands slide away from you. Maybe fix your mat. Let's go 2 more times. Lift it up, dragging your hands back, pulling your shoulders back, open your chest. Now try to get your belly button off the ground, and then lower back down. Okay, last one. Inhale, lift your heart, squeeze your shoulder blades, find that zing right underneath those shoulder blades, right at that brow line. Roll your shoulders back, lift your belly button, scoop it in, and then lower all the way down. From here, lift your arms, lift your chest, lift your legs. Let's swim it out. So even here, think about that little space underneath your belly button. Try to suck it in away from the floor. Woo, squeeze your booty. Do not let your lower back do the work. Plug everything in and move from your center, just the back side of it. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way down. If you need a second to shake your hips side to side, do it. And then we're going to do that again. So now the legs are heavy. I like the legs zipped together, but definitely if you need a little space for your lower back, separate your legs. And then when you're ready, start to lift your chest. Think of dragging your hands back, pulling your shoulders back, squeeze your blades. Last step, you want to get that belly button off the ground. Suck it in, and then lower all the way back down. Inhale to lift. Shoulders roll back, hands are dragging back. Reach your heart forward. You're trying to reach your heart through your fingertips, and then lower all the way back down. Okay, last one here. Lift it up. Shoulders out of ears. Make sure they're not hiking. You're not dumping into your shoulders. Use your back. Pull your belly in. Squeeze your booty. Lower all the way down. And then lift everything up and swim it out again. So think about your arms. They're not hanging off your shoulders. They're plugged into your back. They're moving from your center. Your legs are moving from your booty. Your lower back is relaxed. You're trying to get that belly button off the ground so that your lower back does not get to do the work. Go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Again, if you want to shake it out, shake it out. Towel off. We got one more set. Arms out in front of you. And then we're going to lift that chest. Keep your feet down. Do not use your back, your lower back. Use your mid back. We are working our thoracic extensors. And then lower all the way back down. Inhale, lift. Shine your heart to that wall in front of you. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Reach your chest through. And then lower back down. Last 2 here. Lift it up. Shoulders out of ears. Make sure they're not hiking up. And then lower back down. Okay, last one. Lift it up. Get that belly button away from the floor. Find that little space underneath your belly button. Lift. Lower all the way down. And then lift everything up. Legs, chest, arms. Swim it up. Think about that first exercise. Try to incorporate it here. Lift your chest. Use that mid back. Don't lift so high that you feel your lower back go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press back. Child's pose. Stretch that out. Really good job there, you guys. Let's do a little bit of arms. So if you've got weights, or if you've got ankle weights, grab them. And then we're just going to do a couple arm exercises. We'll do triceps, shoulders, biceps. So from here, you're going to hinge forward. I'm going to tuck my toes. Booty reaches back. Notice my spine is one straight line. Tuck those ribs in. And then just give me a little tricep kickback. Let's try palms facing down to the floor. And then when you bend your elbows, your palms are going to automatically face the ceiling. So just think, every time your arms straighten, your palms should be facing the ground. Reach it back. Make sure your shoulders are not hunching forward. So you did all that work a second ago for the back side of your body. Squeeze your shoulder blades and keep that chest open. Keep that work that you just did. Let's go 4. Lengthen your neck. For 3, don't drop that head, but also don't look up at the ceiling. 2 more. Okay, last one, we're going to hold it back. Straight arms, pulse. Little up and down here. Keep rolling your shoulders back. Keep pulling your ribs together. Do not arch. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We get to upright the spine. Arms reach out in front of you. Bicep curl. So elbows are lifted. You got that little tuck of your tailbone. Make sure you're not here. You're not leaning back. Get upright. And then squeeze your belly so that your body isn't swaying forward and back, right? Get nice and stable. Nice and controlled. Shoulders out of ears. Make sure, again, collarbones are wide. Shoulder blades in your back pockets. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, last one. We're going to hold it in, reach it halfway up, and then just down to shoulder height. So you're not straightening your arms all the way, but you're reaching up and then just to shoulder height. Right here, keep those shoulders down as those arms reach up. Do not let them hike. You got 8, 7, close your ribs. 6, get a little taller. For 5, squeeze that booty. 4, hang on. 3, we got it for 2. Okay, last one. Bring your arms all the way down, and then tuck your toes, reach your booty back, chest forward. Let's go back into triceps. Reach, and then roll your shoulders back. Make sure you're not arching your spine. Do not let your ribs pop open. Tuck them in. Let's go 8, 7, 6, lengthen your neck for 5, hang on, 4, 3, 2, hold your arms straight back, pulse it out. Lengthen those wrists, you guys. Make sure your wrists aren't doing something weird back there. Hang on. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way up. Biceps, bend, and stretch. Even when your arms extend, don't just think of it as a release. Lengthen your arms. Find that work in both directions. And then again, keep your body really stable. Use your belly. Tuck your tailbone. Squeeze your booty. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Hold that bend halfway up and then just to shoulder height. Not all the way down. Keep those arms up. You can do this. Check in with your shoulders. Are they hiking into your ears? Draw them down your back. Get your traps and your neck out of the equation. Let's go. 8, 7, we got one more set. In 6, hang on, you can do this. 5, 4, try to keep your elbows narrow. 3, chin off the chest. 2. Okay, last time, let's go triceps. Reach it back, bend. Reach and bend. Pull your tummy in. Make sure, again, your back is not arched. Your shoulders are not hunching. Open it up. Roll the shoulders back. We got it. Lengthen the arms. Stretch and back. Stretch and back. We're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Hold them back. Straight arm pulse. Up and up. We got to hang on. This is it for the arms, you guys. Stay in it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Come all the way up. Last set of biceps. Reach, bend, and reach. Make sure you're not leaning back. Get upright. Tuck your tailbone. Squeeze your booty. Firm up that belly. Stabilize your spine. 8 more. 7, 6, shoulders out of ears. 5, elbows a little more narrow. We got it. For 3, we're going to hold it in 2. Last one more time here, halfway up, and then shoulder height. Little presses. Finish it, you guys, you got this. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down, shake it out. Now I'm gonna put both of these on my left ankle. Let's do the left leg first today. I like to switch it up. So just a tiny bit of single leg booty work. And then you guys are done with class after that, so we are almost there. This is it. So what you're going to do is come up onto all fours. Feel free to come down onto your forearms. I'm going to keep the knee bent. I'm going to keep the heel close to my tush, and then I'm just pressing that heel up and then bringing that knee down. So whether you're on your hands or your forearms, you want to make sure that you are pressing your chest up away from the floor. You're not sinking down into those shoulders. You're not hunching your shoulders. Remember, all of class, we've been talking about collarbones wide, shoulders roll back. Don't lose it here at the very end, right? Keep that heel close to that booty so that you really work that tush and you're not just in that hamstring. We've done a lot of hamstring already. I'm going to come up on my hands. Whatever feels best for you. Make sure your back is not arching. As you press that foot to the ceiling, you keep your belly pulled in. For 5. Last 4. We're going to go hydrant plus leg extension. On this next one, bring your knee down. Open it to the left. Extend that leg. Bend it in, and then bring that knee back down. So it lifts to the side. You stretch that leg. You bend it in, and then you bring the knee down. Lift, extend, bend, and down. Lift, extend, bend, and down. So again, we're getting that side booty. So we've got all the angles of that tush today. Make sure your shoulders are nice and stable. Make sure you're not dumping your weight into that right hand. Keep some weight in that left hand. For 3. Last 2. Okay, last one here, you guys. Bend it in. We go back to that first set. Press it straight up and back. Heel is close to your tush. I don't care if your foot is flexed or pointed. Whatever you need to really feel your booty. In fact, you might even want to shake out your ankle So sometimes we just put the tension in the ankle and the calf rather than the booty cheek. Let's go 4. Belly pulled up. For 3, press your chest away from the ground. For 2, last one, and then let's go hydrant, extend, bend, bring that knee down. Lift, reach, bend, and down. You might even feel this in the oblique on that left side. That's good. Whew. All these compound movements, right? Great for your body, really functional. Let's go for 4. Steady those shoulders. Pull that belly away from the ground. 3. We got one more set. In 2. You got this, you guys. Last one. Whew. Bend that knee and then press it up and back. Whew. Squeeze that tush. Up and back. Up and back. You got this. Breathe through it. Flatten out your back. Pull your belly in. Shoulders out of ears. 4. 3. 2. Okay, last time here. Let's go hydrant. Reach that leg out. Bend it in and bring it down. Lift, reach, bend, bring it down. This is it for this side. Reach, bend, and down. Let's go 4. Reach. I got a surprise for you though. In 3. I love surprising you guys. 2 more. Okay, last one. We're going to keep that leg extended. Tap the ground lift for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. You can do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Woo! Put up the fire. You might have felt your stabilizing leg a little bit too. That's okay. If you've got those weights, go ahead and switch them to that right ankle. Enjoy this time off of your wrists. Maybe shake out your wrists. This is it, you guys. Push through. We just have this leg, and then you guys are pretty much done with class after that. So on all fours, remember forearms always an option. Right leg, knee bent. Press that heel up to the ceiling, and then bring that knee back down. Keep that belly pulled in. Make sure you're not arching your back every time that leg lifts up. You keep that back nice and flat. You keep that control. Breathe through it. Press your chest up away from the ground. You're standing nice and proud on those hands. Your shoulders are out of your ears. Let's go for 4. 3, good news. You know what's coming. Into. Okay, last one. Bring that knee down. You open it to the right. You extend the leg. You bend it in. And then you bring that knee down. Lift it. Reach it. Bend it. Bring it in. Lift. Stretch. Bend. Bring it in. Let's go. 4. Reach. Almost there, you guys. Hang on. 3. Really stretch that leg. Last 2. Reach. Bend. Down. 1 more. Lift. Reach. Bend. Bring it down. Second set. Press that heel up and down. So remember, you want your heel closer to your booty. You want to feel the tush, not just the hamstring. Feel free to drop to your forearms, but if you're on your forearms, you're still pressing the ground away. Let's go 4 more. 4. Pull those abs in. For 3. You can do this, you guys. You're so close. 2. Okay, last one. Bring it down. You're going to open the knee. Stretch the leg. Bend it. Bring it in. Lift. Reach. Bend. And in. Last 4. Lift. Reach. Bend. And down. For 3. Make sure, again, you're not dumping your weight into that left hand. We already worked that left leg. So as much as you can, keep that weight in that right hand. Reach and down. Last set, you guys. Heel to ceiling. Bring it down. Up and down. Oh, I can't even surprise you on this last one because you know what's coming. But this is it. This is how you go out. Let's do it. 4, 3, 2. 1 more, and then finish it off. Hydrant. Reach that leg. Bend and down. Lift. Reach. Bend and down. Let's go for 4. Weight in that right hand a little bit more. 3. Don't lean to the left. You can do this. For 2. Feel that right oblique working. Okay, last one. Lift it. Reach it. Hold it. Tap. Lift. 10. This is it. 9, 8, 7. Hang on. 6. Abs in. 5. Belly button in. For 3, 2, and 1. Bring it all the way in. Take a quick child's pose. Shake out those wrists. Put out the fire in your tush. You guys crushed it. From here, come into your plank. Lengthen it out. Think of everything you've worked in class today. Heels reach back. Crown of the head reaches forward. You're just gonna pike your hips up. Let's step the feet wider and flatten your feet into the mat. Downward facing dog. I'm gonna take these guys off. And then pedal out your legs. Get a nice stretch. Twist that chest side to side, whatever feels good. Flatten it out. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, walk your hands all the way back to your feet. Hang heavy forward fold. You can bend and straighten your legs a couple times. Shake out your neck, whatever you need here, you guys. With soft knees, take a big breath in. And then exhale, roll your spine up. One vertebra at a time. Rebuild your spine. Come up. Press your arms down by your sides. Roll out your shoulders. You guys are done.